What happens if you wait too long to have a rotator cuff repair surgery? Most people who ask me this question have two false underlying assumptions that are just not true. Let me clear those up for you. The first is that surgery will certainly fix the problem. And the second is that once the rotator cuff tendon is torn, there's nothing that could be done. Let's address the first one, that surgery is the only solution to fix this problem. This is simply not true because we know in medical research that surgery and non-surgical treatment both have the same outcomes 6 and even 12 months and beyond as far as improvements and lack of improvement. And besides the medical research, here in my practice using our treatment approach, we consistently see people that have had rotator cuff tears heal naturally once they do the right things. When medical professionals or family and friends tell you that surgery is the only option for a torn rotator cuff, it's usually because they don't know any other options. They don't know how to properly heal a rotator cuff tear naturally. And so they're assuming that surgery is the only thing available to you. Now, the second underlying assumption that's incorrect is that once the tear is there, it cannot heal. And the facts here are that we don't have clear research that shows that the tendon does heal. But what we do know is that despite having a known tear on the rotator cuff tendon through an MRI, people can get better. They can get pain-free. They can get to where they're doing very active things, including lifting weights up overhead in the gym and doing yard work and everything they want to do despite having that tear. And just because we don't have clarity on knowing that the tendons are healing afterwards via an MRI doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It's just that we don't know. We haven't researched it thoroughly enough. Realize that most of the medical research around rotator cuff tears are focused on the surgical procedures and the medications used for surgery, and the devices as well, the tools that they use to perform the surgery. It's not focused on naturally healing because it's not as lucrative as surgery and medications. But I can tell you from experience as a manual physical therapist who owns a clinic and treats people with rotator cuff tears all the time that we consistently see people heal naturally. They avoid surgery, we fix the underlying problems, and they get back to being extremely active again. Now, instead of asking what happens if I wait too long to have rotator cuff repair surgery, what you should instead be asking is, what should I be doing to avoid having a rotator cuff surgery? Now, there's 3 basic things I'm going to quickly tell you, but I'll tell you where to find more details on this. The first is take tension off your rotator cuff tendon tear. The tendons are torn here, and if you just take tension off, it tends to produce a good healing environment for scar tissue to lay down and that tendon to be in a position to get stronger. Then you need to correct the muscle imbalances so that you're not inadvertently putting extra tension and re-tearing that tendon. And then the third and final step is to gradually strengthen your tendons over time by doing upper body exercises so that you're not going to tear that tendon ever again. I detail how to do this in a program that I've made called the Rotator Cuff Tear Recovery Program. You can find the link to that program down in the description below. And if you just want to learn more about the rotator cuff and maybe some basic things to do, we've got tons of videos here on YouTube. You'll find a link to the playlist of all our rotator cuff videos also down in the description below. Hey, thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful for you. If you thought it was, please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the helpful videos that we post each and every week. Please share this with somebody that you think needs to hear this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.